Good luck.
Merhaba arkadaşlar. Hepiniz IEFT Talks webinarlarına hoş geldiniz. Bugün Litvanya'nın en büyük teknik üniversitesi Kaunas University of Technology'de eğitim fırsatlarını dinliyor olacağız. Lütfen sorularınızı questions kısmından sormayı unutmayın. Yes, Kaunas, the stage is yours now.
Hello, good afternoon to our participants as well as our speakers. It's my pleasure to welcome you all to the study webinar of Kaunas University of Technology. And to start with, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Šarūnas, and I'm an International Studies Projects Coordinator here at International Studies Office of KTU. And today, you'll be able to meet a whole team of our representatives, find the up-to-date news about studies at our university, and actually even go deeper into one of our faculties. In addition, once all of our speakers finish their presentations, we will hold the questions and answer session to try and answer all of your concerns. So without further ado, I would like to start our webinar, and for the first speakers of today, I would like to invite our enrollment managers, Silvija Petniūnaitė and Roman Remiš, who will bring you a general overview about the studies at Kaunas University of Technology. So Silvija, Roman, the stage is now yours.
Thank you, Šarūnas. Just share the screen, 1 second. So good afternoon to all of you. My name is Roman.
Herkese merhabalar. Greetings from Kaunas University of Technology. So first of all, we would like to tell a little bit about Lithuania and what's like studying here. So first of all, by choosing Lithuania, you will come to Kaunas, which is top 10 cost-effective cities in Europe, meaning that you might spend less than 400 euros a month. And Kaunas is considered as a city of students. We have more than 50,000 students living and studying here in the city. Also, we are kind of located in the center of everything. First of all, we are almost in the center of Lithuania, and Lithuania is actually a geographical center of Europe, meaning that you'll reach other European countries within 2-3 hours by flight. So we are a small Northern Europe country with a population of less than 3 million. We speak in Lithuanian language here, and we use euro as a currency.
So now I would like to introduce our university. So our university is well known for cooperation with business, also with the leadership in scientific research, flexible interdisciplinary study programs, and our students can get the experience you will never forget. Our university is fast forwarding to becoming an internationally acknowledged main institution of higher education in the region. Yeah, so our university has 9 faculties. So as the name says, you can study mostly engineering technology, but we also have the Faculty of Social Sciences, Arts and Humanities, and we also have School of Economics and Business. So talking about students, so we have approximately 8,000 students and more than 1,000 international students. So it means more than 10% are international students coming from different countries around the globe. So about studies, so at our university, we offer 18 bachelor's degree programs, which are fully taught in English, 25 master's degree programs. We also have doctoral studies and integrated studies. It's architecture. So my colleagues will tell you something more about this program later on. So talking about bachelor study programs in English, so as I've mentioned before, we have different fields. You can see we have architecture, we have informatics, engineering field, social sciences, humanities, and business and management. I would like to mention that we also have preparatory courses. It's English preparatory course and architecture preparatory course. And for those who would like to study master's degrees, so more or less we have programs in the same field. So again, it's architecture, it's business and management, computer science, engineering science, and some other programs as you can see on the screen. So the tuition fee for bachelor degree program starts from 2,900 euros up to 3,000 €500 approximately, and for master degree program is from 3,900 up to 6,025 euros. Yeah, so I would like to introduce the Master Plus model really briefly. It's like unique model which was launched in 2016. So practically our students have 2 possible tracks within a chosen program. So you can become a field expert. So practically you are taking additional modules from the program, from the same field you are studying, or you can choose interdisciplinary path. So you can get additional knowledge and skills. Yeah, about scholarships. So we offer different scholarships for our students. I guess the most important is the tuition fee waiver for our international students. So practically it's the scholarship that covers your tuition fee. But besides that, we also have scholarships for our KTU students. It always depends on your academic performance. Maybe you have some additional activities, so we always consider this part as well. And we also offer partial tuition fee waiver for our candidates.
And I would like to tell you what's student life here at KTU. So first of all, you would be living in green, safe and central campus. From here, like from the campus, you can reach the center within 20 minutes by bus. And I have to mention that transportation is really cheap in Kaunas. So as a student, you would be paying only €6 per month for buses to commute in the city. As a student, you can stay at the dormitory here, and the price would depend on the size of the room, and it would be like from 90 up to €140 per month. You'll have fast Wi-Fi everywhere in the campus. And as I've already mentioned before, the average cost of living is about €400. But as I heard from the students, it usually costs even less. And we have, as we call, special effects of the studies here at KTU. So when studying at KTU, you can become the most gifted, guided, wanted, inspired, activated, united, or discovered. All of them have different effects, and one of the important ones is gifted. I would mention as a €300 scholarship, additional consultations with qualified experts to prepare for the career, additional subjects. Also, all our students here, they have a mentor to get accustomed to the culture, campus, and well, in general, life in Lithuania. So other students are helping new students here. We also have Wanted in like basically as an event where you get to meet employers, not only from Kaunas, but Lithuania and neighbor countries, where you can submit your CV for an internship or a job position. Also, as one of the other effects we have discovered, so as a student, you always have a possibility to go abroad and discover the world by joining Erasmus program for studies, internship abroad. Also, we have activated programs, so you are always welcome to join a gym for free or some group activities with others. Also, if you're into professional sports, you can always join our KTU teams and represent the university. So you can choose from various sports like basketball, football, volleyball, and others. Also, we are very proud to introduce you to our study at KTU ambassadors, as you can always contact our current students who are willing to share their experience at KTU. They can share basically their insights, how they feel here, let's say not only at KTU, but in Kaunas or Lithuania in general. I believe that would help you to have a better image from foreigners living here. As I've already mentioned, we have mentors for all new students coming to KTU. So first of all, you have a student mentor who is helping you in daily cases, but also we have research mentors who are helping you throughout the studies. And in the campus, you'll find leisure center where students usually meet for various events. They're organizing, for example, cultural events representing their country or like traditional dishes. Well, it's completely up to them. We have student organizations, sports facilities, and various events that happens each semester.
So talking about the admission requirements, I would like to introduce this part. So there are different requirements for bachelor's degree and for master's degree. So for bachelor's degree, you should have a high school diploma with a CGPA minimum 60 out of 100. We have a rule maximum 3 years after high school graduation is eligible. So if you completed your secondary education 5 years ago, you might not be eligible. Also, there is minimum average grade at least 60% out of 100 in each entry subject. So it really depends on the program you would like to study. There might be different entry subjects, and you should be able to prove your English proficiency at least the B2 level, so you can submit the IELTS 5.5 or the TOEFL exam. Of course, there might be some additional requirements. For example, for architecture program, you need to submit portfolio, and there's online entrance exam. For master's degree, we have motivation interviews for all the candidates. Again, you should be able to prove your English proficiency at least the C1 level, and you should have a bachelor's degree in the respective field with a good average grade, 60 out of 100. Yeah, so you can apply through our admission portal. So you need to go on this link, apply.ktu.edu, and you can submit your application for studies. Send why KTU. So we offer individually fine-tuned study plan. We offer a globally recognized degree certificate.
And by choosing KTU, we'll study at #1 technical university in Lithuania, and you'll be definitely best valued by employers here. Our campus is bilingual, so you'll always be able to communicate with other students and find new friends. We offer joint study programs with foreign universities, and as well as double degree options here at KTU. So if you're still thinking whether you should choose KTU, or if you have any questions, you can always contact us online. You can reach us via emails. You can contact us on Facebook or Instagram. Or, as I've mentioned before, you can also contact our ambassadors and hear from them, like, what's their image about Kaunas, and I'm sure they'll recommend KTU to study here.
Thank you, Roman and Sylvia. Thank you for your presentation and the introduction to our university. As mentioned, you can ask questions in the questions section right next to the chat, which we will do our best to answer by the end of our webinar. And I'm very pleased to see that the questions are actually already flying in. Now, let's move on and go deeper into one of our faculties, which will be the Faculty of Civil Engineering and Architecture. So to present you the study programs of architecture at Kaunas University of Technology, I would like to invite Professor Jūratė Kamičaitytė.
Hello to everybody. I'm Jūratė, and I am the head of architecture study programs, so I would like to present them to you. Okay, so first of all, we have two architecture study programs, program of integrated studies and master study program. Program of integrated studies, it lasts 5 years. Program workload is 300 ECTS credits. Degree awarded is Master of Arts in the field of architecture, and this study program is ongoing from 2016. Currently, there are 94 students in the program. Aim of the study program is actually to educate our graduates who could have interdisciplinary approach to any architectural problem, be able to develop innovative architectural design and urban planning decisions based on the most advanced technologies and specificity of socio-cultural and environmental context, as well as be able to analyze and design spaces and buildings from the users and architect's point of view. Here, I want to present you some examples of architecture works. Around 50% of our studies workload are dedicated for the architectural design and urban planning, and we start from individual house, residential house. Later on, we design public buildings in the third course, such as offices, hotels, schools, kindergartens, and so on, various public buildings. And in the fourth course, we're already dealing with urban planning issues, and we try to plan part of the city or town or the whole town. The last fifth year, we have a master final degree project, which consists of research project and experimental design. And of course, those projects are defended in public. Here we have some examples of master final degree projects which were defended this year. And in this particular example, there is the vision of Lithuanian Aviation Museum. And here we see proposals of cityscape modeling using night lighting. As well, our school organizes and participates in various architectural competitions, such as well-known competition Smart City, organized by the municipalities, various municipalities in Lithuania. Every municipality proposes topics, and students work in interdisciplinary teams solving those problems. As well, our school organizes Kaunas Architecture Festival, international exhibition competition of final projects of architecture students of both integrated and master studies. And here we see exhibition of the students' works. This year we are organizing summer school, international summer school, together with University of Bartlett in London. It is called Optimistic Between Past and Future, and it is about the regeneration of Soviet microrayons. So that's all. And now I would like to present another hour study program. This is a master study program of architecture. This is 2 years full-time studies. Program workload is 120 ASTS credits. As well, degree awarded is Master of Arts in the field of architecture. And this study program is ongoing from 1997. The aim of this program is to educate our graduate who will be able to ground their decisions on the results of scientific research, will be able to conduct and organize scientific research, as well who would be able to create sustainable environments for sustainable communities, and as well at the same time would be versatile and will have additional competences. Here I want to show you structure of the program which we propose, and you can see that research project is from the first semester, and the topic of master final degree project is developed for 2 years, and there are all other study modules which cover all the dimensions of sustainable development, like social environment, economical environment, and ecological environment. As well, we propose competences of expert, which covers the field cultural heritage management and protection. Here I want you to show the stages of master's final degree project preparation, and as you see, it starts from the first semester. We have research project 1, 2, 3, starting with theoretical research and ending up with experimental design. And here, again, I want to show you examples of master final degree projects which were defended this year. And this particular project is revitalization of modernist urban neighborhoods using new urbanism and urban network models. And here we see proposals how to develop residential districts, thinking about biophilic design and universal design thinking principles, and at the same time adjusting to aging population. So actually, that's all what I wanted to show you today. Thank you for your attention.
Yes, thank you, Rata, for your presentation. In case you guys have any questions on the architecture, the drill is here the same. Post your question in the questions tab, and we will be happy to get you the answers. And okay, moving on, we'll be moving to our fourth speaker of today, which will be the Associate Professor Donatas Rekos, who is here to tell us more about the civil engineering study programs here at Kaunas University of Technology. So the professor, the stage is yours.
Okay, thank you very much, Šarūnas. So like Šarūnas introduced me, I am Donatas, and I'm a head of civil engineering study programs. So, okay, I will share the screen with you, and I will turn on the slides. At first, I will start from the bachelor degree study program. It's called civil engineering. So, like you see in the slides, it's a bachelor study program. So, what we have this program is full-time studies. It's 4 years. So it's engineering studies, and degree is Bachelor of Engineering Science. It consists 240 credits, and what is important in this study program, that from the third year the students can choose the specializations. So like you see in the slide, we have 3 specializations. So it's building service systems, structures, and construction technologies. So during the first 2 years, you can decide what is better for you, and what specialization, what you want to choose. The uniqueness of the program. So this study program we have in English and in Lithuanian language. So it's complied with the requirements of the engineering qualification attestation of Lithuania. So the graduates are prepared to work in the field of design, construction, and operation of building structures and engineering systems, also manufacturing of construction products and construction business. So also we have a lot of expert training. So also the program identity. So we are proud that we active cooperation with the companies by inviting seminars, organizing excursions, and conducting internships. Many employment opportunities are valid by the diploma of the specialist prepared by KTU Faculty of Civil Engineering and Architecture. Also, we have joint projects with architects or other study program students using BIM. And one of the most popular, this is the most popular study program in Lithuania on the market. It provides general engineering preparation and suitable for those who are still looking for themselves. I want to mention also BIM integration in study program. So like I said in previous time, So on the first 2 years, we have, for example, 2D, 3D, it's graphic, basic or special modeling. After that, in the third years, when you will choose the specialization, for example, students choose the specialization, we are talking about building information modeling. And in the 4 years, we have a lot of teamwork. Like I said, the students are working in groups, architecture, construction, and so on and so on. So, and we have final degree project. So also we have joint projects. Like I said, it's architecture, civil engineering, building service systems, structures, construction technologies. From different parts, students are working together and trying to find solutions and to make a final product, what they have in the tasks. Here you can see all subjects, also all necessary information you can find also in our website, KTU website. So first and second semester there are some basic subjects. After that, third and fourth semester, like you see, also where we are learning basics of fluid mechanics, building physics, and so on, building regulations. And in the third years, like I said, the students, they are choosing specializations. The seventh semester also, they have subjects, and the last semester there is the final degree project and professional internship. Also, you see, in our website, you can find the video about this study program. It's funny video for the future students, for the students. So you can watch, and also you can find a lot of answers for your questions. So here you can see the link where you can find this not long video. So okay, and if you will have some questions, I can answer. So now I will turn other slides about master program, study program. So also we have in English language at our faculty master study program in civil engineering direction. It's called structural and building products engineering. And also it's full-time studies. It is 1.5 years. It's engineering studies, and the degree is Master of Engineering Sciences. So it is 90 credits. Also, like in previous presentation, also this study program is in English and in Lithuanian language, also complete with all requirements of engineering qualifications. And the study program in English is more focused on the international market. So here is the examples of the subject themes. So like you see, it's investigation of mechanical features and advanced composite structures, also investigations of layered bending structures using secondary raw materials, also effective methods of reinforcement of floors, investigations of properties and technology of ultra strong fiber reinforced concrete, and many more. here is on only few examples. So in short, about the subjects. So we have 3 semesters. So in the first and the second semester, like you see, we have subjects, and also students have possibility to choose the electives in the first semester, and in the second semester elective subjects, and in the third semester we have only final degree project. So a little bit about final degree projects. So scientific applied, which would consistently reveal to the results of a work. So you can see here that through the relevance of the topic in Lithuania and internationally, also through the justification of the object of the work and the methodology used, also during the statistical evaluation of the obtained results, through the analysis of the optimal variant by analytical or experimental means, and the last through the formulation of conclusions and the identification of the added value. And career perspectives, yes, so it's design, expert evaluation, consulting work, construction executions, and maintenance, also operation of the buildings. So also, if it will be interesting for you, so we're waiting for you. So from my side, that's it. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you very much for your presentation. So that was actually all of our presentations of today, and now we'll move on to the questions from our audience. I saw that we have quite a lot. I saw that actually quite a lot of them already got answered, yet we still have some. And if you still come up with something, you can still ask why we are here. So I will try to display the question through the whole screen, and then I will ask our speakers to help me answer those questions. All right, so anything general, anything regarding the architecture, any programs, anything regarding civil engineering programs, anything which comes to your mind, guys. All right, so the first question I have here. If I can ask Roman or Sylvia to assist with that.
Hello again. So thank you, Orhan, for your question. Yes, you can still apply for the bachelor's degree here. Since you've mentioned that you were at KTU before, in this case, I would advise you to submit other documents proving that you did additional courses previously, that you do not have just a gap after your high school.
Great. Let's see what we have next.
I'm sorry. Yes, you are allowed to work as a student. It depends on the degree you're accepted for. So if you're studying bachelor's degree, you're allowed to work up to 20 hours per week, meaning that you can do part-time job. If you're accepted to master's degree program, you can work full-time, which is 40 hours per week.
All right, moving on.
So basically, we would advise you to contact our PhD school, as we are kind of working separately. You can reach them via phd@ktu.lt, because the requirements are pretty specific for the doctoral programs. And one thing I can mention at least is that doctoral programs are usually state funded, meaning that you don't have to pay for the studies and you receive monthly scholarship. Scholarship first starts the first year, if I'm not mistaken, is 730 euros per month. From the second year, it increases to 840 euros per month.
All right, let's see what we have next. Guys, if you have any questions, do not hesitate. Post it in the question section.
Yes, if you're doing if you're doing doctoral studies, then definitely can work as a researcher. After master's degree, we would have to check for the information and confirm later.
All right, then I guess the next question we have, it's also regarding the research activities, so it's also for that further consideration of the master's degree, right?
Honestly, we do not have information about the average wage for researchers, so I don't know, you can contact us and we'll check if we are able to provide this information.
All right, as I see right now in the questions section, the remaining of the questions were already answered by the text. So if you guys do have any other follow-up questions, feel free. We still have some time to answer it. Yeah, we have one more coming in.
So, yeah, as you know, most of the Erasmus students are staying in the dorm 8, but if there are rooms available, full degree students can stay in the same dormitory as well.
All right, seems that we already have some familiar faces from some time ago here in the webinar. Already tasted the experience of the KTU. All right, anyone else would have a question? Any last minute concerns or doubts or fears of coming to KTU? Maybe some expectations? Okay, if there are no further questions, there is one. Thank you very much for that. And let's see. Not much of the question, but more of the comment.
It's really nice to hear nice feedback about Lithuania. So we are hoping to see you back to Lithuania, maybe in September.
Yeah, we surely do.
Hi, Taruna. Also, we have another question in the chat box. Could you please also answer that? It's from Leman Kazımova.
Yeah, yes, of course. Thank you for mentioning that.
So actually, we would ask you, Leman, to specify the question. Basically, the admission, well, I'm not sure if I'll answer like exactly to your question. So if it's not exactly what you're asking, please specify it later. The admission is done like as we've already specified the requirements. And also, if there are some specific requirements in your country, for example, if you finish your high school and you're required to take state exams in order to be considered eligible for further studies, then yes, you have to submit the same for us as well. So basically, the documents are the same as you would be submitting when applying in your country. If there are state exams, you have to take them and apply, like submit the results to us as well.
Yeah, thank you for that. Leman, if you have a clarification question, as Sylvia mentioned, I can also post that. Okay. We have a couple more coming to the question section now.
So basically, as I've mentioned, it's considered that you might need about 400 euros a month to live here in Kaunas. But really, as I've heard from students, they usually spend less. It actually depends where you live, and of course, it depends on your habits and needs. To some students, it might cost less, to some even more. Anyways, the dormitory costs from 90 up to 140 euros a month, and that's all the utilities and Wi-Fi included. So basically, other expenses are like would be food or I don't know, additional activities and so on. So as I said, it might be about 400 euros, it might be a little bit less or more.
All right, and there's one more.
So, well, basically, it depends what kind of certificate it is. If you're applying for bachelor's degree, then definitely the certificate would be sufficient. For other like master's or PhD programs, it depends. We might ask to take additional test, which is also for free and done online, so it's pretty simple to take it.
Any more questions, guys? For the last minute, we still have a few. Last chance to find out what concerns you the most about the studies at KTU. Maybe something specifically about the architecture or civil engineering.
Yes, thank you very much for your answers. Also, could you please share an email address in the chat box so that the participants can directly contact?
Yeah, definitely. I see that Sylvia is already typing it in.
So you can always reach us via international@ktu.lt and send us inquiries. Any doubts if you have, we are willing to answer.
All right, since I see no more questions coming in at this moment, if you find anything, oh, there's one more. Great, let's go with it then. Let's go, we have time.
Actually, the application process might take, sometimes it takes like a week, sometimes it takes a month. It really depends to which program you're applying for or like even degree. So just as an example, I can say that to some bachelor's programs and to all master's programs, you have to undergo motivation interview. So again, you have to register for it and we'll basically schedule your meeting and pass the meeting. And then, well, if all the documents are submitted and everything is all right, we will evaluate your eligibility right after the interview. So, well, let's say in the best case, it would be like 1 or 2 weeks only. Sometimes, as I've mentioned, it takes up to a month.
All right, maybe someone else. I see that from time to time, still the question pops out. Any last second question? Of course, if you remind anything, you can always, as Sylvia mentioned, text us to our email or text our ambassadors via the Unibody. All right, so as our time is coming towards the end, I would like to use this opportunity to say big thanks to all of our speakers who joined us today and shared their knowledge with maybe future students of KTU. We surely hope so. In addition, I would like to thank all of the participants for joining us today. We say goodbye for this time, and we hope to see you at KTU one day. So take care, guys.
Yes, thank you very much for your great presentation, all of you. And we had a lot of questions. You covered them all. Thank you for your answers too. We believe it was a really informative webinar for the attendees. And I also would like to thank the participants in Turkish as well. Katıldığınız için teşekkür ederiz arkadaşlar. KTU ile ilgili diğer sorularınız için chat kısmında paylaşılmış olan mail adresinden iletişime geçebilirsiniz. Umarız sizin için de faydalı bir webinar olmuştur. Aynı zamanda sizi altıdaki webinarımıza da davet etmek isteriz. Thank you very much again, you guys. It was a pleasure to have you in IEFT Talks.